The energy sector is going through huge change at the moment. We need to be thinking things in a completely different way.
The one thing that you know about the future is it's going to be different to the past.
By restricting the talent pool, we're never going to be able to bring that change that we really want to bring.
There's a massive talent pool there that needs to be tapped. Otherwise, we'll lose yet another generation's worth of fantastic female talent.
It's just nuts to leave out half the population if one's looking for talent.
The energy industry is only sustainable with women.
The Powerful Women's Initiative will encourage CEOs and senior leaders in the energy sector to really look at what's going on in their organisation and understand why more talented women aren't being developed and brought through to the top of the organisation.
Powerful Women's aim of advancing the growth and leadership potential of women in the electricity and energy sector, I think is really important because in my experience, diverse teams deliver the best decisions.
It's very important that we bring the broadest array of talented people into an industry that clearly needs to be brought into the 21st century.
The UK is lagging far behind other European countries in attracting women into the engineering sector, which underpins not just energy, but a lot of what we need in the 21st century.
The main challenge is not just getting women into the energy industry, it's actually keeping them there throughout their career development.
There are specific challenges that come from being a female in a male organisation. Sometimes it's a little bit lonely. You can look up and see that you don't quite fit. There isn't a like me up there.
Mentoring is absolutely fundamental to encouraging young women to come into the world of engineering and technology.
What mentoring does is it matches up the experience of one with the potential of the new.
You have someone who knows you, who knows what you've achieved, who knows what you might be capable of achieving, and can really give you the confidence to move forward with the next step in your career.
Mentoring's helped given me the confidence to maybe do something a bit different that I wouldn't have done before. When it was early in my career, there was very few women for me to, look up to as role models. Now I've reached a certain, seniority. I do feel a responsibility to make sure that I act as that role model for others.
It has certainly always been correct that if you've got more women in an industry, they attract more women.
If we get more women to the energy sector, we'll be much more consumer focused, going out, talking to more customers, understanding what they want, understanding what communities want as well.
If we don't look and sound like our stakeholders, how can we possibly represent them? So having diverse teams in this moment of rebuilding trust with our stakeholders and customers is absolutely essential.
What I certainly find in business is the challenge is not the question you asked, it's the question that didn't get asked. And actually, if you have more diversity around the table, the chances of missing the question is reduced. That's just good business sense.
Where there's more women in the room, you get more challenge, more change to the status quo.
It will start to look and feel like a different place. I think we'll be much more successful at encouraging younger talent in.
The energy sector will be a far better place in the future if we have more women at every level of the sector.
Who'd have thought when I started all those years ago as a reactor physicist that today I'd be sitting here as a board member of a company that produces a fifth of the energy of the UK? I certainly didn't.
When I first started out as a young geologist, women weren't even allowed to go offshore because there was no accommodation available for them. Nowadays, when I speak to young women, they find that situation truly unbelievable. So in one career span, we've come an enormous distance, but there's still some way to go.